Hey guys, how are you guys doing? Today we are making very simple and easy classless blueberry cheesecake sticks that you can bake with just one tray. This is a perfect treat to share with your family and friends when you want to bake something very quick. So let's get started. Today we are using a tray that is 7-inch and 11-inch long, but it doesn't have to be exactly the same size. If you want, you can make the double or half of the recipe and bake with different sizes. Cut like that so that the parchment paper fit in. Do not cut beyond the corner edge so that the cheesecake filling is not going to start leaking from there. Make sure it's all fit in nicely and set aside. You'll need 2 US cream cheese blocks, which is 1 pound in total. One of the most important things for this recipe is that your cream cheese is very soft in room temperature. That is a key to the success. When it is very cold and hard, it's hard to let it blend with other ingredients, and you might end up seeing a lot of cream cheese pieces in the finished filling. First, just mix roughly and make sure your cream cheese is soft and smooth. And add granulated sugar and salt and mix. At the beginning, you can see that the sugar is very grainy, but very quickly it'll blend in and becomes creamy like that. Make sure to clean your bowl and whisk on the way to make a very nice and even filling. And add yolks. Mix until it's blended. By adding yolks, the cheesecake gets more rich. And add whole eggs, and again mix until it's blended evenly. Add sifted cake flour and mix well until you don't see any more flours and it looks very smooth. And add an equal amount of yogurt and heavy cream and mix. The refreshing yogurt flavor matches with blueberries really well. I recommend plain whole yogurt. Today I used Greek whole yogurt. And we're gonna add lemon juice. I like to add a good amount of lemon juice to highlight the toughness of blueberries. Mix until it's evenly blended, and that's it. It's very simple. You just need to keep mixing with one bowl and no need to whip or anything. Just in the very end, switch with the spatula and check if it's all even. Pour about 1/3 of the filling first. And take about half of blueberries and place on top. Pour the rest of the filling all over. You can push in blueberries if they are kind of floating on top. And place the rest of blueberries on top, just like that. And bake with 340 Fahrenheit or 170 Celsius until you see nice golden color on the surface, which took about 1 hour with my oven, but it really depends on the ovens, the size of your tray, and so on. So it can take much shorter or longer. So pay attention toward the end and adjust accordingly. when you do not bake enough, the cheesecake is going to be too soft and the texture is not very pleasant, especially because we cut it thin today. So be careful with that. I chilled 12 hours before slicing and eating it this time, and it was so good, but try eating them in 24 hours as well. You can definitely taste the difference. Just like a lot of baked cheesecake, it gets even more matured and delicious after 24 hours or more. I like to wrap like that and give to someone. This paper is just $1 wax paper that you can find it anywhere. Or it tastes so good with whipped cream also. And voila, it becomes a fancy dessert. It is soft and moist, but also very rich and heavy enough. So this recipe is very easy. It's so easy that I use just a bowl with a whisk today. But you can definitely use a stand mixer with a pedal or a hand mixer. But the batter gets quite liquidy. So after mixing cream cheese and sugar, I highly recommend you to switch to a spatula. And today, to make this dessert even more simple, I made it without the crust. But if you want a crust, that's totally fine. It's totally possible. You just have to spread the crust before you pour the filling. So today I use parchment paper as a liner because it's gonna be so much easier to clean. And that when I transfer in a slice, you can just do it on top of it. When you don't use parchment paper, you can just melt butter and brush on top of it very thinly and dust flour on top of it and then remove the excess. Okay, so if you have any questions that I didn't cover, please let me know on the comment section below and I'll try to answer as many as possible. And of course, if you like this video, please give me a like and give me a feedback and also share this video with your baking friend. Okay, so thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.